Welcome to Whips in the Dungeon 201.31. A couple videos ago we did an unboxing of a Peter Jack Zenith Bullwhip, a mini bullwhip, and I had promised you a short video watching me throw it once I'd had a chance to break it in a little bit. For those of you that didn't see that video, real quickly I want to show you this whip. This whip is done in 24 plat. Peter platted the number 44 in it, which represents the 44th year that he's been platting. So 9-inch handle. The box knot, these are tapered box knots. I call it a Zenith knot because it allows the whip to be thrown universally in almost any direction, even though we're going to be using it in the dungeon to throw it specifically at a whip catcher. And then the thong. This whip's a little bit longer than what I normally throw in the dungeon. So it's a 5-foot whip from heel knot to keeper, and then a 2-foot fall. So total length, and that didn't count the cracker, total length it's about 7 foot. Depending on how long your cracker is, it might be 7.5 feet. So it's a little bit longer, and I am still in the process of breaking it in, but I knew there were some of you that would be really anxious to see it. So today I've got my sheepskin target. As always, I want to encourage you to subscribe and ring the bell on my YouTube channel. This is going to go on the Whips in the Dungeon YouTube channel, but it'll also be on Fetlife and up at the Whips in the Dungeon website. Now I'm going to start by just throwing on the forehand side, and if you can see the sheepskin, then you'll see where it's hitting at as I'm targeting it. So the backhand is just going to be to recover so I can throw it and crack it on the forehand side. And you can see where the sheepskin is marking right there that it's, even though it has that Zenith universal, I'm going to call it a universal joint or a Zenith joint. Peter calls it a box knot. It's obviously tapered. I'm hitting consistently within a 3-inch pattern right there on the right shoulder of my target. Now, it's still in the process of being broken in. I'm going to try to throw forward figure 8 and crack on the backhand side. And you'll see on the backhand side, it's in the process of being broke in and becoming as accurate as the forehand. But I've thrown it at the woodshed with moodstone with success, and hopefully you can see my forehand very accurate. The pattern's nice and tight. My backhand is getting there. There was a little bit of a gap there. Certainly with some more practice, I think the backhand will be just as good. Now that's throwing the forward figure 8 with my backhand toward the target. If I throw it as a thumb push, let me throw it as a thumb push on both the forehand and the backhand side and get it. And you can see, once I get it dialed in, this whip is, you would think the Zenith knot would make it not as accurate. It's certainly accurate enough to throw in the dungeon and dungeon play, and it's only going to get better as it gets more and more broken in. As always, thanks for watching Whips in the Dungeon.